struggle. Peace and power to the people that struggle. Salute, salute, salute. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for conversation, comments and concerns, questions and answers. This is a space for dialogue, for intelligence and integrity. This is a spot for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Yes. Universal truth. Yes. This is a space for justice. Love, hella right. Your space. A space where we are working on a united path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information. Green screens. Apps with cash. Pals that pay. Westerns that are union. Grams that have money. God damn it, where we at? Red cups, blue cups. Zakat, charity, collection plates, jingle bell, squeegee, man. Damn it, it's a war going on outside. Woo, it's a war going on. Fund the war effort. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until they drag you down the aisles in Walmart. Don't wait. Don't wait until you scuffing with security outside the damn Barnes and Nobles. It's too late. Don't wait until you find yourself at your local grocery store, cussing and carrying on. It's too late. Book an assessment. Get yourself together. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, please book an assessment. Stop sending each other outside with tinted shades. Stop sending each other outside with bandages. Shit like this. You going outside with a bonnet and a bandage. You going outside with your face scratched up. And you're 50-something years old. Come on, homeboy. Get your shit together, man. Get yourselves together. Okay, book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of intimate relationship abuse, consultations, and counselings, book an assessment. Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you. Characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness. People, places, events, shit, conversations, man. Trauma that should have your alertness levels on 1,000. Remember, with this information, the life that you save could be your own. What's going on? How you do? Late Sunday night. God damn it, the Jets and the Giants is ass. But we here. Yes, we here. Yes, we are here. Here we go. Listen. See, Bliz, we're going to give a lot of 55s tonight. I can see it already. Yeah, I can see it already. Because they ain't even been to class in 6 months asking questions. Listen, this is what we going to do. We got some people to tag. First of all, somebody tag the Clipse, Malice, and Pusha T. That is his name, right? Tag them, tell them to bring they drug dealing ass to class. Tag the Pope and the Vatican, tell them to come to class. Let's go, bring y'all ass to class. Because y'all wanted to know, so yeah, bring them to class. Come on now. Somebody call Charlie's widow, bring her ass to class. Yup, tell her to come on. Sick of this shit. Excuse me. Somebody tag black men. Somebody tag black men. Yeah, come on with y'all now later skittle asses. Come to class. I keep telling y'all the new secretly we are G. Secretly we are Gripper Gate. Swag, the new swag is having their damn knees out. I told y'all that months ago. So tell them to come to class. Yeah. Yeah. While you at it, tag your classmates. Tell them we in here. Tell them to put down that weeds. Them little swanny tweeds y'all be smoking. Put down that wine. Drinking that wine. Smoking them tweeds. Put it down. Tell them we in class. It's 11:13. Yeah, you don't need the damn evening news. You done watch that shit all day. Time to get somebody to tell you some truth, not some lies and shit. Tell them to come to class. Y'all ready? Let's see, damn it. Who's in class? Who's in class? Who's in class? Shit. Uptown Dre first in class. What up, Dre? We see you. What's going on? We see you. Rob Barrett, how you second in class? It got a 55. How the hell's 55 for Rob? 55, y'all. Second in class and got a 55. Jean, Aline, KMU, Canada, y'all. First responders in the building. The lifesavers from the great North Country. What up, Jean? We see you. Yeah. Charles, what up, Charles? George Johnson, Sean Jenkins, we see you. God diggity, God dog it, God dog it. Tierra, the youngin' is in the building. South Jersey, what up? Construction Site Media TV. Uh-oh, LA in the building. Early. Mr. Strictly Game, what up? A Wood, what up? Detroit is in the spot. What up, A Wood? What up? Uh-oh, Speckles London is in the building, y'all. The UK massive. UK. What up? We see you, Magic. What's going on? Ken Williams, what's going on? Dust Roll. 517. Frankie Fierce East New York is in the building. What up? Neef Buck. Philly, stand up. Uh-oh, TC, what up? C Blaze the Sniper. In the building. Molly, what up, Molly? We see you late. Charles, what up? Damn it, we see you. Yeah, Geechee and Mark Hines. Merklow, what up? Big Colorado, god damn it. Oh, it's class. We having class tonight, y'all. Oh, this is class. Daryl is in the building. Daryl Maddox, god damn it. Hey, Coastal, what up? Think for yourself. GB. CR Profit Getters. God damn it, CC Reinhardt. God damn it. Man, what? Maine? 55, man. 55. 55 for Maine. Yeah. God damn it. Rick Gatlin, what up? Jeff Sparks, we see you. Ooh, Angel, what up? Yeah. That's Phineas, right? Yeah, Phineas. 55 for Phineas. 55. We'll get it back. We already spoke about Charlie. I'm sick of Charlie, but we're going to touch it again tonight, damn it. We ain't running like all these other people. We not filling up our class with Charlie this, Charlie that. Damn Charlie, he gone, damn it. Gone. Out of here. Did the wop and gone. That's what we talking about. Mark, I told you, Mark. I told you. I told you what was going to happen. Don't go there. I told y'all that. Let's go. Let's go. Who else is up in here? Philly, what up? Westcott, 55. 55. Damn it, Westcott, 55. Yeah. Mike Nice, what up? Marguerite McDonald, what up, Dre? Yes, Dre, I hope it went well for you, Dre. Everybody send the universal healing strength to our comrade and classmate, Dre. Okay? Yes, one of his favorite, most loving cousins transitioned and the family got together and they all had to celebrate and acknowledge a life well lived. So we send our hearts, our universal healing strength and condolences to you, Dre. You know how we do. Breathe love, what up? What up? What's going on? Who else is up in class tonight trying to sneak in? Jerron, we see you. Okay, yeah. Now, we're going to get the first order of business off. I told y'all, I'm come up in here talking about give me my money and all that. I told y'all, first and foremost, I didn't tell y'all, that's right. That was me and Soapbox. Me and Soap was live on IG and we had that discussion. So if you was looking at my IG page and saw my live, you would have known what I said. New here, you subbed and wanted to show love. Much appreciation for the love. Thanks so much appreciation for the super chat. Top virtual battle rap female in the building. Okay, listen. I gotta hear you. Hit my DM. I love me some battle rap. I love anything that the females is doing. God damn it. Send it to me. Let me see what you got. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Much appreciation. Welcome for coming through. Now, I told y'all, if you was listening to me on IG when me and Soapbox had our very, very deep live. Friday, we went in. We had a nice little discussion. Okay, but I said this. I'm telling you, there is no, and I'll repeat, no legendary Mexican fighter that can ever and has ever beaten handedly a black fighter, or any fighter for that matter, that can move. If you can move and you can score and score handedly on any of them, I don't care if it was De La Hoya, I don't care if it's Julio Cesar Chavez, damn it, and I don't care if it's Canelo. Or the other one, what was the other one named? Vargas. If you move and you got hands, you can beat them. Floyd beat the shit out of Canelo. So we knew what Bud was going to do. The only issue I ever had with Bud is that Bud gets hit. And if you get hit with some shit sooner or later, you're going to get into some trouble. The weight didn't matter to me. Y'all talking about weight. That's his walk around weight. That ain't nothing. And the bigger Canelo get, the slower he's gonna get. The more weight he got, the slower he gonna be. So he's gonna have difficulty with a quicker fighter that can move. I said it. That's just what it is. None of the Mexicans is hard as hell to knock out. Even the drunk poppies in the street. Hard to knock them niggas. They got something in their damn head. Can't knock them out. Hard. They could be drunk. You snuff them. They gonna take it. Now you may beat them up, stagger them and all that, but they ain't going out. It's hard to knock their ass out. But you can pluck them out all day. All day. Okay? And he can't throw combinations. He old. You know how many wars Canelo been in? That's wear and tear on your body. Done off. So, there you have it. All right? I'm still not a believer in Boyd. Still not. Still not. He's very good. Very good. He ain't great. You gotta touch that canvas and get back up. Even Sugar Ray hit that canvas. That's a great fighter. You got to take some L's and come back. You got to get that ass tapped. He ain't been tested. I don't believe him. Nope. Anyway, now, next order of business. Update on Charlie Kirk. Okay? I told y'all it's not our business. I told y'all this is Ofe on Ofe crime. I told you that people are going to use this to make themselves, I guess, the new influencers, the new viral sensations, people dissenting. You got all these little stupid ass black demons running around acting as if they're so extra conservative or have all this empathy. You dig what I'm saying? In their chest and their heart. Listen, it's another viral moment. Somebody's going to come up out of it as the voice. Okay? But I want y'all to notice something. There's a lot of people been real quiet. Yeah, there's been a lot of people that's been quiet. That's what y'all need to be focusing on. There was a few people with a lot of mouth. A lot of mouth running around for like the last 8 months to last year. Just loud. Y'all talking. Everything was content. You don't hear shit from them, though. Scared to death. Or really are not intelligent enough to have a true opinion of their own when it comes to this. But it's a lot of quiet people, and I'm giggling my ass off. That shit funny to me, Jack. Yeah. They quiet. Uh-huh. And then other people playing themselves. Doing stupid shit. Like I said, I'm from East New York. Born, raised. A believer. Got it all on here. This is, you don't get it like that. I love my East New York. You see my East New York? You see that? And we got a dumbass in East New York that I literally saw when he was born. And this dumbass did a whole vigil and I said, what? You done bumped your motherfucking head. Like, I never seen no conservative Republicans nowhere in East New York. So I don't know what your ass is doing at a vigil on stage talking about compassion and he was a great man and all this other whack. But this is what black folk do, which is why I tell you the struggle is very real. Because I know for a fact he don't know nothing about no damn Charlie Kirk. Nothing at all. What his ass was doing at the spot, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is the matter with you? But this is how dangerous shit is. I keep telling y'all, people are a manifestation of their beliefs. And if they got a lot of self-hate, man. Who I'm talking about, Mello? Who I'm talking about? Threw you for a little terrain. Much appreciation for the war effort. Who I'm talking about? Y'all know who I'm talking about. I know y'all didn't see it. Who am I talking about? You talking about, you done threw me for a loop. Who am I talking about, God damn it? I need to know if y'all seen it, because I peeped it, because they didn't show it a lot, but I saw him. I was like, what your ass doing? With a microphone all proud and shit. Them preachers, Frankie should know who I'm talking about. Frankie should know what I'm talking about. Even Moo, you don't know Moo. I'm going to put y'all on, though. Look, y'all know. Check it. I want y'all to have this in your head, okay? George Floyd. Protests going on. Antifa everywhere. They tearing everything up. They're in New York City. This is right in the mix of George Floyd. All of a sudden, right? George Floyd has a brother in Brooklyn. He got a brother in Brooklyn. So I'm like, well, who's this brother in Brooklyn? Let me see. They show him, got on his glasses and shit, and they parading him around. He with the pastors, he with the activists. They got him front and center, marching back and forth across Brooklyn bridges and all this shit. But his spokesperson, his pastor, is a Reverend Kevin McCall. Now I'm like, that's his pastor? I seen Shorty when he was born. And I saw his early stages in his political career. He was up under Charles Barron for at least a decade. So I'm like, oh, he a pastor now? So, okay. So, as always, when you are part of something and you can make that something into something else and you can make that something else, and now all of a sudden you got contacts in the press and things like that. Yeah. You start to get a little face, you get that's that New York little engine shit. It's not difficult to do. You understand? You can do, but what is it? Like, you see all of them. I'm not even gonna blow them up. There's so many of them. Some from the Bronx, some from Manhattan. They got these little fake ass activist tags, and they can move around with the liberals and do all this other little weird shit. They doing it for the fame, for the clout. So I see him. Next thing you know, he shift from that. Now he an ambulance chaser with that little nasty lawyer dude who Al Sharpton let touch up on black women in his organization and didn't cancel him, didn't support the women when they told him that man was trying to grab their grippers and trying to do a whole bunch of essays. They shot them women down. Them women ain't get nothing. They didn't do the Me Too. They didn't get that support. Sharpton was a bitch for that. He let that little lawyer dude do that shit to them women, and nothing happened to him. Nothing. So I seen Kevin running around with him. So when I'm looking at the news, I'm trying to figure out. They said Curtis Sliwa, of course, his little whack ass gonna be up there at a vigil. What is it, New Yorkers or some type of Brooklyn or some type of support for this dude getting pushed. And I see Kevin McCall. I said, who? Because black men are going to stand out in the area. Like, what black man is over there? Now I seen him with them slacks and them shoes and that big ass rotund torso talking to what? This is the type of shit you're going to have consistently. And I keep telling y'all, it has nothing to do with the Matrix or conspiracy theories. It's all about allegiance and people, Negroes, trying to get to some type of resource so they can sustain their lifestyle. Because goddamn it, I know for a fact that he don't know nothing about no Charlie Kirk. At all. At all. Like, what do we do? Kevin, cut it out. Cut it out. And all these other stupid black-ass sympathizers, cut it out. These same ones that's showing all this sympathy and empathy and making statements and argumentative videos. How can you not show compassion and all that? Don't get that bullshit up out of here, because y'all the same ones. Y'all don't come out to 125th Street with Malcolm X. Yeah. Do y'all? Do y'all come out there when they shut the block down for Malcolm X? Every year? Y'all not out there for that. And Malcolm got splashed right in front of impregnated Betty Shabazz and 2 other daughters. Right there. In the black community. We're not going to go into how many of our leaders got their head knocked off because of their beliefs, because of the words, not because of actions, but because of who they are, their words, and their belief. Head knocked off, lynched, all type of wild shit. Where y'all at on that? But y'all here, hummer stunting. And I'm telling you what, take y'all ass out there and see. Go take your ass to Utah, Colorado, Washington State, and Oregon. Take y'all ass out there and see if Charlie's organization gonna welcome y'all black asses with open arms. I dare y'all. But you want to front on social media because you know it's going to give you views. You know it's going to give you some type of clout. But I bet y'all ass won't go out there. I guarantee you that. Take y'all black asses out there and do the same thing. Set up shop. Get you a little Airbnb out there in Utah and then find you a little apartment. Since you want to advocate so much, since you want to be the black face that want to stand with them. Go ahead. Because you see what his little widow said. He won't be silenced. His mission will continue. Just like the old face, always supportive. It's going to continue. So if it's going to continue in the same exact frame that he was in before he ended up doing the WAP on stage, go ahead out there, black man. Go ahead out there, black one. I see Candace Owens ain't going to take her ass out there. And she got a white husband. I bet her husband told her, sit your black ass down. I guarantee you that. All that, you in the car with him, yeah, keys to ignition and all that, yeah. Take your ass out there. Go ahead. I dare you. And take your ass out to Utah and set up shop. You know, y'all hummer stunting to me, but I don't care nothing about them. But the update is really, really, really funny. The update is really, really funny. You know what the update is? That boy, that 22-year-old boy, who act like his ass was Matt Damon and Shooter or whatever that name. Well, that was Matt Damon, right? And Shooter. That was Matt Damon? When Danny Gleason was trying to knock his, not Danny Gleason, Danny Glover was trying to knock his head off? Huh? That was him, right? Pick your ass off from about 3 miles back. Oh, that was Mark Wahlberg? Yeah, Mark Wahlberg. Who was Matt Damon? Matt Damon was the other super cracker. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Woo! What was the other? Come on now, help me out. And Matt Damon was who? Who the hell was he? Yeah, Bourne, that's it. Jason Bourne, forgetful ass nigga and all that. Yeah, god damn it, thank you. There you go. Yeah, them two look alike. Anyway, that's how that 22-year-old was. Yeah. That mean he did the whop, whop, protect your neck. They said that he is Grippergate. Yeah, 22 years old. They said he Grippergate, said he is living. Or was living with somebody, his roommate, is in transitioning. Trying to take off his meat. Now, they didn't say, I don't know, unless it's something I missed. Were they specific and said, was he in a relationship or was that just his roommate? 22 years old. Now, excuse me, that could have been the catalyst for him going up there and popping that dude's head off. Because old Charlie gave out equal opportunity racism on a platter. He did not like the Skittle now later community. Not at all. Not at all. Said a lot of things, a lot of mean, nasty things about Grippergate and that community. And I guess homie got fed up. You ain't gonna keep talking about my tail like that. See? That's what old face do. That is the law. That is the way of the land. That is how they are brought up. They are warmongers. You understand me? So all that, stop the violence and all. Black folk, y'all look stupid as hell doing that. Dumbest, yo, I'm telling you, centuries of dumb shit. These people. And again, I keep telling you, I only give y'all 1/3 of my intelligence, of what I know. But I'm so sick of y'all not studying warfare. That's the only way that you're gonna ever get out of your conditions. There has never been a melanated nation of people who got out from under the old faith without arms, without soldiers, without running them up out of here. You think Captain Ibrahim got France up out of Burkina Faso just saying leave, praying, voting and petitioning? Hell no. They don't tell y'all how many French bodies is over there. Don't tell y'all that. They leave a lot. Even today, so much information that woke and conscious people don't. I look at them like they stupid. Completely ignorant. For them not to study war. They just, what are y'all doing? Who are y'all following? That's why I'm looking like, y'all sure y'all want freedom and liberation? Because you're not studying the right shit. At all. At all. You think they scared to death of Haiti because of what? DeWan Clark, much appreciation for the war effort. They They scared of Haiti because they know they get over there and get their head knocked off. But they come to Brooklyn and tell y'all, no, stop the violence. They come to the Bronx, yo, we got to stop the violence. They say, Chicago, stop the violence. Dummy, stop the unnecessary violence that goes on. It's unnecessary. Yo, he stepped on my shoe. Yo, he was digging my baby mama out. All this other dumb, stupid shit. Now you got women. It's just a mess. That's unnecessary. It's stupid. It is. It is. Those are symptoms. Because you are impoverished, because you have been going through all of this passed down trauma, not understanding how to socialize, no ethics, no codes, no values outside of the OFE. So you get caught up in all this domestic dumb shit. And then you got arms, and y'all don't know the first thing about the rules of engagement. The rules of engagement when you are somebody who has a pistol. I don't care if the OFE give you a permit, certificate. That don't mean you understand the rules of engagement. You don't. Because you just want to be like him. There's rules. There's a code. There's conduct when you're a gunslinger. So it's the unnecessary, the ignorant gun violence or violence that keeps our people in the mix. When you have leadership, when you have an education in and within your community, your nation of people, you understand the tool of violence. But our people so backwards, y'all crying because of OFE who hated y'all. Because an OFE got his shit split. That's how backwards, and I keep telling y'all, those who are really, really striving for liberation and studying and researching and having discipline and learning, when our numbers are this small, I keep telling y'all, it is madness out there. When you really in the work, when you deal with as many people as I deal with on a daily basis, when you are moving amongst 5 boroughs, sometimes 3 within a day, and you observe people when you grew up, right? And you was a stick-up kid and you hunting men and you dragging old face down the street, you observe people, you see it, and I'm telling you, y'all think people care about you. They don't. They don't. I'm telling you, 8 out of 10 people that you pass when you are a conscious individual, they don't care nothing about you, nothing about blackness, nothing about their own blackness. They don't care. That is the sheep. Those are the ones who are asleep. And you guys are going to bang your head up against the wall trying to convince them or trying to convince yourself that you can shift that. That doesn't shift through talking. I'm telling you, you can see it with the interracial couples. You can see it with the explosion of men who were heterosexual for 35 years. Now, all of a sudden, somebody dangle a bag in front of their ass and they got on lipstick and showing their knees. You get it? Listen. And I'm going to start doing class in the street so I can show y'all in real time They not thinking about if they were, would I have 144 people in class? Not saying that that's bad, okay? Because 144, 150 in class, I'm busting everybody ass who used to have thousands live. All of them. I'm seeing Boys Watkins, he got 30 people. Yeah, fathead, get your ass out of here. You understand? This is how this shit going. I don't have that many in subscription. So on the average, we rocking in this class. We busting their ass. But I'm just saying, if people were that conscious, that solid, that disciplined, that woke, that commit, this shit would be flooded every night. Especially with the current state of global politics. Everything we speak about in this class. Shit, we've been speaking about it for the last 2, 3, 4 years. This shit just coming to some people right now. We've had classes and people just talking about this shit. We done had that class 3 years ago. We way ahead of the curve. But I'm saying they don't care. Trust me, they don't care. I could take y'all ass in the Starbucks. I could take y'all ass in the Wegmans. I could take y'all ass in the Trader Joe's. People don't give a damn about none of this shit. Doesn't affect them. They don't care. So that's what you're faced. And as a leader, it's okay for you to understand. It's okay for you to acknowledge that. Because that's what you're going to go through. Leadership, you just don't start off with 1,000 people at your beck and call. Don't work like that. Don't work like that. To understand who you are and build your character up around that, man, I keep telling you, welcome to the struggle. It's a struggle, baby. You got to welcome it. You got to welcome it. You understand? And then we're light here. Trust and believe. We don't go in like that. Because I know and understand that everybody consciousness awakens at different levels. Okay? Everyone's consciousness. So we pace it. Seeing the difference between us and this Charlie Kirk dude? He's very insightful and he's allowed to do it because he's an OFE. So he's not doing anything different than any other OFE. It's just that he had the use of technology, and in this day and age, he ain't no different than a Ross Perot, a Ronald Reagan, a Newt Gingrich, any of that shit. He's not different. He ain't no different than any of them. And he's not speaking any language that they haven't been speaking for shit since they put the first draft on the Constitution. They called you a nigga in there. Y'all niggas ain't got no right. Niggas ain't getting shit. Okay? So it's not different. But again, that's their own. So they gonna propel, like they said, how much he was worth? Like $40,000, $50,000 when he first started. And at the time he got his head knocked off, he's worth millions. Because they fund their war effort. They fund individuals who speak to them, who motivate them. But he's no different than none of us, is we don't work towards goals. We don't. We don't. You dig? So now, if this boy, and that's what I keep telling y'all, if this boy was loving on that roommate, if they had that baby oil popping every night, if he was loving on that roommate, and all he keep looking at and hearing, because remember, his pops, his cousins, everybody told on him, said he was getting more radical every time they seen him. And when he talked, they heard him say, yo, I don't like this dude, Charlie. I don't like him. And his family probably didn't know he was in love with somebody that was transitioning. He ain't tell him that part. He just was, I'm telling you, man, he better stop talking about it. He better stop. Yo, I'm telling you, I don't like him. He better stop. And see what happens? Or see that now later love? That shit got them wicked, got them crazy. I'm telling y'all, you better listen. Be on the mind. Be mindful. When boys get them grippers, they woo-wee. I'm telling you, they'll blow your head off. Man, you don't think Meek Mill kill you, man. I'm telling you. They love them grippers? Shit. Don't talk about them. Don't talk about them. Boy. Don't talk about policies and getting them thrown. Man. That's what happened. Now, this is what they saying. That's what who said, that's what the mayor said, the police chief, the governor, they saying it. They say he was living with that man. Oh, Shanita Jones, much appreciation for funding the war effort. They said he was loving them grippers. That's, man, made him pick up that hammer. He was like, man, I'm sick of Charlie shit. He gonna leave my peoples alone. FBI stated, huh, Mello? Yeah. And they interviewed the roommate. So that got white folk in a hissy. However, they mad at us. They not mad at... Have y'all seen the gatherings and the protests all around the globe? Did you see them in South Korea? Talking about, we are Charlie. We are Charlie. Did you see them in the UK? Y'all, how y'all mad at us? They ain't, we ain't got nothing to do with that. We ain't got nothing to do with that. Not at all. Why y'all not mad at the little white? Why y'all not understanding that little old fake boy fits the profile? He wasn't nurturing him in the home properly. He might have seen too much on the internet, you know, explored too much. Because, you know, if you explore and you go up in the history of the Romans and the Caesars, and you see all that baby oil and Grippergate activity from back then, and you make the connection that as an old faith, that those are your folks, that's your lineage, that's your bloodline, man, now you start looking for some grippers and you live, man, that should have blown your mind. Yeah. See what happened when y'all cool graft them devils? I'm telling you, you don't know. So why y'all mad at us? Especially the black folk that's talking, why should we have any type of empathy and compassion for that? That has nothing to do with us at all. All of the layers of that situation, none of it has nothing to do with us. Not at all. Not at all. But you see the narrative, you see the conversations. Like, why? And the wife is defiant. Stop yelling at the TV. Well, his work will continue. Y'all people did it. Your own folks did it. Y'all not getting that? Come on with that displaced anger. Don't do that. Don't do that, white folk. No. Don't do that. That's on y'all. That's on y'all. Black people have never committed an act of treason at all. All our enraged responses have been a response to our conditions and kept locally. We ain't never try to clip no president, no governor, none of that, none of that. None of that. They've been loyal and patriotic to this nasty, raggedy ass dirt farm since y'all got here. Okay? Y'all folks do that. Y'all folks split Kennedy, y'all split Hamilton, y'all try to split Ford and Johnson and RFK. Y'all people do this shit. But y'all not getting no wreck on us. See, that worked in the 60s, 70s, 50s, and that worked then. Shit ain't gonna work no more. Not here. Not now. We got too many youngins ready to spin. And they bet to spin. Trust that. That's why I keep telling you, stop talking bad about them youngins and get in their ear and educate them. Don't allow these little bullshit movies and all. Nah, don't give them that watered down shit. Cut it out. Get the books. Sit them down. And if they not literate, read it to them. Read with them until they get it. Give them the true science of Kwame Nkrumah. That might be a little too deep for some of y'all, but that, the Patrice Lumumba, the George and Jonathan Jacksons, for real, for real. Let them know that these are real people. Huey and David Hiller, get this side of glory. And sit them down. Get the Fanon. Get the French Fanon. And sit them down. And educate them for real. Stop with that bullshit TikTok shit y'all got. Yelling at them and, I love you, little brother. They don't get it. They don't understand that shit. They think you playing. Yeah, because what constitutes the love? How do you manifest that and make it transition into something that is real, that they can grasp and make it tangible? You can't make that shit tangible. That shit following them saying you love your brother and reform this and reform that. That shit gonna hold them for a little bit. This much. That shit holds them for about this much. And then what? Then they gotta eat. And what you gonna tell them? Well, we can't do this. Why? Oh, cause cause we don't have the proper business license or the trademark or this or that or the patent. So they gonna look at you like you fucking crazy. I know, cause I've been there. I know. Okay, I'm ready to put the hammer down and I'm ready to drop the flag and I'm ready to get out. But what am I going to do? Oh, we're going to take you to the old face so they could work you. What? Youngins be like, well, you playing. Get your ass out of here. That's how that work. That's how that work, because that's been the story. This ain't new. That shit been the story for the last 150 years. You want good reformed slave labor. You understand? That shit don't work for a little bit. So if they don't understand, if they don't have books, reference, comprehension, and that doesn't take long, our people are not imbeciles. But you have to clear the time. You have to clear space. You have to allow them into the educational process of what liberation is and what it looked like and what they are able to do. Do you get that? Because that's how Charlie did with his people. Why? Why was he able to do that? Charlie Kirk was able to do that. Why? Because the institution already existed. There was an institution. The institution was there. So he went up under the umbrella and was able to spit racist talk, give false narratives of who black people are, of who black women are, of who black youth are. He was able to do that because the institution was there. It was funded. So he didn't have to do much. He just stepped in it. I can't just step into a liberated space because there is none. There is no institution for liberation. There is no institution where I'm protected. There is no institution where I'm heard. I have to dance in between this shit that the old faith got and sustain myself by putting in quality work with and for my people. But where is an institution of liberation? You don't see it. You've never witnessed it. You watching across the seas the little bits that they telling you about Burkina Faso and Niger, but you don't know what's going on the ground. You're not getting the information of the people and why they support and move as a unit like that. That's a process. There's a trust there. Goals that they working toward. That shit ain't easy. You talking about running Europeans up out of there. That requires sincere work. We don't have that. We still got BLA members on the run. Still got them rotting away in jail. Y'all still got Imam in prison. H. Rap Brown. Y'all still got Mumia locked down. There's no institution. So we have to build a working, functioning, space of liberation. But you got to have the concept up here. If you don't have the concept to get away from whitey up here, you're not going nowhere. If you're going to keep relying on them for everything, you're not going to find a reason to fight. And that's what's going on all around you. In your family, maybe in your own damn house. They're not trying to fight shit. They trying to take that 2-day cruise or that trip or whatever the fuck y'all got on TikTok with that little song, for 50 pounds less. No, that's what they want to do. People want to go to Disneyland. They want to take cruises. These broads want to get their ass plump and get their eyelashes and get a bag. They ain't thinking about the concept for liberation ain't even there. That shit is gone. It's gone. You want me to sit here and lie to you? I don't lie and tell y'all no bullshit. Frankie Fizz, much appreciation for the war effort. It's not there. So therefore you have to build it. However, you cannot build it from what they had in the past. That shit worked then. It's not going to work now. We have to create new shit. Like I said, there's no room for rotary phone era thinking in the smartphone age. It's just, no, it's not. It's a waste of time and energy. So you start from up here, consistently building, and then when we manifest it, man, it's beautiful. If you're in the right mental space, you could just sit the fuck down. For real, and have these old face toe up. Toe up. I mean, a sincere work stoppage, like sincere. They be scared to death. Because they have nothing. Why do you think they're able to pay all this deputized ICE agents and mercenaries, National Guard, all these other new cops and agents? They don't have shit else. They don't have nothing else. They're not smart enough to be in the tech in corporate America. They don't. Indians got all that. Indians, Pakistanis, Asians, they got that. And they not thinking about your black ass. Your struggle is not theirs. And they over here deep. White folk don't want nothing to do with you other than get on your body. That's why you see all this interracial stuff running around. NBA, everybody mama is white. And that's been for the last decade. Yeah. That's all they want to do is jump on you and have a black baby. I've been there. Trust and believe. I lived in Germany 2 years. You don't even got to say your name. You don't even have to speak their language. They look at you, see your skin smile, and they taking you up out of the club. Straight like that. They find out your name in the morning. You know, I was like, what kind of shit is this? And that was in 88. God damn it, the wall ain't even come down yet. So this shit been in the play. This ain't nothing new. You could thank Hannibal and them for all that shit. They don't care nothing about you or your struggle. Nothing. So our numbers are very small. That's why I'm always triggered when I see somebody playing with y'all. The Grandmaster Jays, the Umars, the Tariqs, all these. I get triggered because I know they bullshitting. They you know, they doing mega pastor work in African face, in a conscious face. But they ain't doing shit but poverty pimping, playing on your emotions. They not talking about doing nothing at all. Spewing old information. Nothing from them as far as organizing and moving. Nothing. They giving you old rhetoric and bullshit. Emotionalism. That shit ain't gonna win. Crackers don't care about your damn emotions. Okay? So this boy put in that work because his grippers was threatened. They was taking away his grippers. He's like, One shot, one hit. So that's the update. Damn his wife. Damn his wife. She talking like she knows something we don't. Y'all think Shorty was the only one? Y'all think Shorty was the only one? I already told y'all. This shit been going on since Tim McVeigh, since Ruby Ridge, since David Koresh. This shit is not a different play. This is... did y'all ever watch Sly Stone and Cobra? Did y'all ever watch that movie? Go back and watch Sly Stone and Cobra. That shit, man. Y'all just don't understand the shit that we living in here. Different groups are playing. They didn't even agree on the Constitution. That shit barely got passed. Go back and see, there was 2 other drafts. You had a whole bunch of, you had the Bill of Rights, you had all type of shit. They could never agree on it. So that's all it says. Different people playing. All right? It's not our business. Our business is to respond accordingly if they act up. Y'all seeing ICE agents breaking into people's house, no warrants, no this, no that. That's where you're supposed to be utilizing that license and permit and all that. Okay? Not over bullshit dispute, or he hitting my baby daddy, or she hit my baby mama, and all this other weirdness. Oh, he didn't give me that child support. And he bought her some new sneakers, and you pulling out and what kind of bullshit y'all bugged out. That's weirdo shit. Nothing got to do with nothing about being tough. You going to jail. You ain't ready to be a slave for 25, 30 years. Because somebody put his little dirty pee-pee in another broad little musty box and you mad? People's minds is sick. Let's go. Let's move on. Y'all mess around and kill my mood before I have to take it down. I'm going down early tonight because I got to get up. I'm not messing with y'all. And I ain't going to be giggling with y'all asses neither. We going to get through this real quick. First one of y'all giggle, y'all ass getting a 55. I'm telling you right now. Okay. Now, y'all done sent me this video 30 times today. 30 times a day with these damn clips at the Vatican. So, yo, what you think about that, OG? Yo, what you think? Yo, what you think? I think the same thing I've been thinking. Who getting ready to get their grippers manipulated in the Vatican? Y'all going to Grippergate Central. God damn it, that is, what? That is prime Grippergate real estate. That is the Rome, damn it. The Roman Empire, Rome. Y'all took y'all ass over there? No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Y'all telling me something. Yeah, y'all telling me something. Y'all took Pusha T and Malice? And y'all already know what I think about old John Legend and his old slave hymn song, old Negro spiritual singing ass. Y'all went to Grippergate Central, the Roman Empire, and performed for this man for his birthday and his initiatives. How y'all get there? How y'all get there? How they bypass everybody and pick y'all? They didn't get, and we're going to get into it, they didn't get Nas. They didn't get Jay. They didn't get Drake. They went and got the Clipse. And we already know Pusha T been doing a lot of modeling. He been over there with them bags. He been over there with them big ass shoes. Boy, I'll tell you, I know Gripper Gate when I see it. But y'all wanted to build on it, so we're going to build on it. The Clipse at the Vatican for me is an L. Straight up and down. That is an L. Okay? Because what you're saying, that on that global stage, right? Global. We know the power of the Vatican and the church. And that's global. Ain't nothing local about Catholicism. So you're going to take people who were never recognized as the best of hip-hop or commercial rap. Them two, regardless of what many of us think, them two ain't even in the top 25 at all. So, how in the hell does this new Pope summon them to come over there and perform? Who put that play together? Let me know. Because you reduce hip-hop to drug rap. Because I don't care what that song say. I don't care who it's an ode to. Them two dudes is drug rappers. All day, every day. All day, every day. And y'all perform that shit. Took their little shiny black asses and y'all at the Vatican. So that's telling me something. Either Malice 2. Malice 2, all that I went back to church and all that, and I'm never gonna rap again. His ass is rapping now. Malice 2. You talking to me. I've been following damn near every MC you could think of since 1978. Malice 2. What he said, I'm known for that flip of that cocaine. Yeah, that's Malice. The reason that your block is baking, that's Malice. Okay? I'm known for the flip of that cocaine and all that shit. Nah, you gonna stop that. We gonna stop that. Yeah. So that's what you do. You didn't get the best. You didn't get somebody who was relatively clean. Excuse me. Why them? That because of that song? That's one song. Personal to their parents. That one song that just came out, it just came out. It caught the ears of the Vatican and the Pope. Make it make sense. They not like us. That's been banging for the majority of the year. That everybody know the story and all that. No, they just came back out as a group, as a duo. That song is out. And that wasn't even the first release off their new album. How they get there? How did they get there? So either, again, they bust a move and the Vatican don't know who they are for real. Somebody just suggested them in a song. Or Vatican is on some bullshit. Let me know now. That must mean the Vatican like to sell drugs. They okay with the drug narcotics exchange. Do we need to go to the tape? Do we need to go to the notes? Because you know how I get. Do we need to go to the notes? Okay, because his name is Pusha T. His name is still Pusha T, correct? Is his name not Pusha T? You mean to tell me the Pope don't know what Pusha mean? Is his name Pusha T? Okay then. Did he say, make fiends rise from the grave like Thriller, right? But didn't he say that? I swear I whipped some. My niece was 4 when she felt chinchilla. Didn't he say that? Whip that, made fiends rise from the dead like Thriller. That's what he say. All the time. Consistently whipping up some whip, pusher. He's supposed to be on the stage with the Pope. That makes sense? And old John Legend, whoa, 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 yeah, whoa. Huh? John Legend, excuse me, whatever is the legend. Let me get it right. John Legend was a brand ambassador for the fix, for the jidab. Brand ambassador. Okay? So you got drug dealers, and a brand ambassador for the fix at the Vatican. And y'all asking me, is that good for hip hop? Answer that yourselves. Y'all think another hip hop duo is coming over there? You mean to tell me because the Clipse went there, I mean, next year, next birthday, they gonna bring MOP? That's what that means? Y'all think that's gonna happen? Is that going, because the Clipse was there this birthday, you think next birthday they gonna get MOP? You think they're just gonna be hip hopping in the Vatican? For real, for real? Why they ain't gonna get Sadat X? He got some new shit out. Why they ain't get Rakim? Big Daddy Kane. Why they ain't gonna get the guards? Why they ain't get the guards? Talk about it. Why they ain't get the guards? Oh, yeah, see? Huh? See? That's why it ain't good for hip hop. They had a plethora. Huh? So let's see what's going on. Nah, man, let's see what's going on. Because he said, made fiend rise from the dead like Thriller. Right? I see, what happened to that boy? And all that shit. Okay. Okay. Remember, y'all said in y'all studies that the Pope blessed the slave ships. Which always was wild to me, because if y'all believe that, but y'all also believe that the Bagelmeisters put the funds up for the slave ships, and then the Pope blessed the slave ships. What the hell is the Clipse doing over there? I mean, that's basic conscious education, woke education. The Vatican, the Pope, the slave ships, the blessing of the slave ships, the funding of the slave ships. So that means the Pope, some rabbis, right, put that play together to make sure chattel slavery got kicked off. But the Clipse gonna go over there, and y'all ask me, is that good for hip hop? Hold on. Hold on, goddamn it. See? Yeah, because the Bliz don't be just talking. Let's see how dirty and greasy the Vatican is. There was this man named Calvi, right? And he was a banker. Now, I don't know how many of y'all know it, but this is recent history. This is the mid to late 80s. Yeah. Dirty game. Okay? There was a lot going on. They found this dude hanging in London. In London. Okay? He's the banker of the gods. Listen to what I'm saying. His name is Calvi. Or Calvi. I wish I had an Italian accent. Calvi or Calvi. But he was not the only unexpected person to be unalived that worked at this bank. Now, this bank is called Banco Ambrosiano. And this is in Italy. Connected straight to the Vatican. Okay? Now, when they found him, they started finding other people. One of the other people that they found was his secretary. Because, see, this dude tried to break out. This dude tried to get up out of Dodge. We're going to get into it. Calvi was not the only unexpected death at Banco Ambrosiano. The day before his body was found, his personal secretary, Teresa Carocha, had also apparently jumped to her death from the fourth floor of the bank's headquarters in Milan. She left behind a note condemning her boss, writing that he should be twice cursed for the damage he caused to the bank and all its employees. Calvi and his bank had operated a murky world where finance, organized crime, politics, and religion overlapped. Founded in 1896, Banco Ambrosiano had a long history with the Catholic Church. Now, the Catholic Church, to us, is the church down the street. When you in Italy, the Catholic Church is the Vatican. That's the spotty spot. Okay? Now, founded in 86, Banco Ambrosiano had a long history with the Catholic Church and the Institute for Religious Works, the IOR, often known as the Vatican Bank, had become its main shareholder. IOR holds the bank accounts of the Pope and the clergy, but it also manages the church's financial investments. Because the Vatican is its own country, Italian regulators have no control or oversight of the IOR. Okay? So it already starting to sound greasy. Mafia connections. The Vatican is entirely free of exchange controls and other government regulations. Secrecy is everything. The Vatican has to account to no one for its financial dealings, and enormous sums of money can be sent anywhere in the world without anyone knowing about it other than those directly involved. So, do you get that? The Vatican Bank. Nobody on the planet can say nothing about it. Nobody. No one. Really? So how come we can't do no shit like that? I mean, the Vatican still, even after World War I and World War II, even after Mussolini and all that shit, nobody, the UN, nobody can say nothing to the Vatican? That's weird. That's weird for me. That's weird. Let's continue. Through his role as head of Banco Ambrosiano, Calvi had forged close ties with his opposite number in the IOR. Its chairman, Archbishop Paul Marcinkus. In turn, this American priest had financial connections and associates that raised eyebrows. Best known of these was Michel Sindona, an international banker with mafia connections who is now serving 25-year jail sentence for fraud in the U.S. Sindona, who was known in banking circles as the Shark, would later be transferred to prison in Italy, where he would meet his own suspicious end in 1986 after drinking coffee laced with cyanide. Okay? Sindona had met and mentored Calvi in his banking career since the late 1960s, and they both belonged to a shadowy Masonic lodge called Propaganda 2, or P2. See? So this is the institution of the Catholic Church mixed with the institution of Freemasonry and the Mafia, another institution that are able to do things globally without nobody saying shit. Okay? This is how they move. But these niggas in the street telling y'all they getting money because they got a half a key or something, or they got some pills. They getting money because they got a little punk ass BMW, a little a pre-owned Benz or some shit. Rap dudes on my money. You don't have shit. But this institute, you see the institution? We don't have any institutions, none. We had them at one time. You don't have them anymore. Everything you do is based on whether or not the OFA allow you to do it. Give you credit or not give you credit. Give you a high interest rate on loans or don't give you a loan, period. Your ass better not be over there when the sun go down. You look over there, you can't do this, you can't. All this weird shit. You're under somebody else. And until people realize and understand it and want more for themselves and more for the people, you're going to always get that. Second-hand, third-hand bullshit for somebody who claims to have, right? Somebody who claims to have started all this. We gave the entire planet science, math, right? Philosophy, irrigation. So we gave them everything to this day. So again, but we don't have no institutions. Let's continue now. The Masonic group was linked to extreme right-wing groups and was run by Italian multimillionaire and avowed fascist Licio Gelli. It counted leading figures in the armed forces, politics, businessmen, and newspapers among its members. You don't have an institution of black men in the armed forces that's only doing stuff for black folk. You don't have politicians that's only doing stuff for black folk or businesses. You have none of that. All of that is pledged allegiance to the flag. All of that is pledged allegiance to the Republic of America, not to black folk. There, much appreciation for funding the war effort. That is the problem. So you can't measure any level of success outside of the OFA. You don't do it. And you don't live outside of that. Very few people live outside of that. I'm telling you. I know, because I know must struggle when you live outside of that and you rely on your people because of the work you do. All right? Old faiths don't do that. These institutions are sitting in stone until we knock the stones over. And this is the main stone. Get them out of your mind. Let's continue. An Italian journalist, Count Paolo, told the world press in 1982 that while P2 was theoretically a Masonic lodge, it practically was something very much associated with the mafia and with all sorts of dirty dealings. Dirty dealings. Okay, so you got the mob and you got the Vatican. Dirty dealings. So the Clipse might be right at home. Yeah. Performing drug rap. And getting their grippers bust. Or busting some grippers because the Vatican is greasy. You know, they got all those little Italian statues and sculptures by Italians, artists, and sculptors with little naked baby boys at the feet of their Greek gods and their philosophers and stuff like that. With them little baby boys doing around them grown-ass men with their genitalia out. All them Italian sculptures got dudes standing out there naked with their little, you know, Peter Peckerwoods and their little nuts out. And at the foot or somewhere around or in their lap is all them little, you know, little boy angels or little boys. So we can only assume what's going on in the Vatican. And Pusha T and Malice took their ass to the Vatican with John Legend. Somebody grippers got manipulated for that performance. I don't know who, don't ask me. But it was some baby oil going on. I guarantee you that. Pusha T been over in Paris for the last 2 or 3 months. Fashion shows and doing all type of shit. Somebody grippers got manipulated. Okay? Let's continue. In March 1981, Italian police raided Gelli's offices and discovered in a safe a list of hundreds of alleged P2 members, including politicians, military officers, and media tycoon, and future Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi. This is the Prime Minister. The revelation caused a political explosion. The Italian Prime Minister, Arnaldo Furlani, and his whole cabinet resigned. A police chief clapped himself. And a former minister was rushed to hospital after taking an overdose. They heading out. They out of here. The jig is up. The police raids also uncovered compromising documents that implicated Calvi in fraudulent practices and illegal offshore operations. By May 1981, the banker had been arrested and found guilty of currency violations. He was sentenced to 4 years in prison, but was released on bail while pending appeal. Calvi used this as an opportunity to skip the country with a briefcase full of damning documents about Ambrosiano's activities. Within days of his arrival in London, his bank had collapsed, leaving behind huge debts. This is the Vatican and their banker. But Pusha T and Malice, and y'all asking me, is it good for hip-hop? I don't like that. Drug hip-hop. Some of it's slick, but shit, Jay-Z do it. Why they ain't get Jay? He's a bigger name. Why he ain't do that drug rap at the Vatican? Why get his Doges? Cause they up under. They all up under Jay. So why y'all ain't get them? Why you ain't get him? Why you ain't get Wu Gambinos and shit like that? That's drug rap. You see how we never an institution on our own, how sick, how diseased the mind becomes when you content and comfortable in your oppression. I'm gonna keep saying that until y'all recognize that I coined that phrase. Okay? Comfortable in oppression does something to your mind. Okay? Missing billions of dollars. Before Roberto Calvi disappeared, Italian investigators discovered that 1.5 billion was missing from his bank. It is now believed that this money was sent abroad through the Vatican bank, which escapes Italian exchange controls. Some of that money was lent to South American countries at low interest rates as directed by the Catholic Church. The rest was put into ghost companies in Luxembourg and South America, from where it was returned to Italy to buy shares for Calvi in the Banco Ambrosiano. By this method, he was able to use bank funds to build up his own personal fortune. But this is what's going on. This is what's going on in Italy, okay? In the Vatican, right? All type of wildness. But they took their ass over there to perform. Okay? I got mad stuff. Look at what they do over there. These ceremonies and hierarchies are not exclusive to Italians or Catholics. They have been adopted by narcos and mafioso from Mexico and South America. Because when you're talking about the mafia and the church and symbolisms and Masonic, they do all that shit. The kissing, the ring, the blood, this and all that. They do all that. That's where it comes from. Okay? Let me see if I can do that real quick. So y'all can get it. So y'all can't say, oh, Bliz just wilding. I ain't wilding. I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you what it is. Look, Catholics believe that the Pope has the privilege of infallibility, meaning that his doctrine on matters of faith or morals cannot be challenged. Yet there is one point on which the line dictated by Pope Francis, who died in April 21, has not been transformed into binding conduct for the church hierarchies: the excommunication of mobsters. So that's stand. They don't even excommunicate. Look, if the late Pope's opposition to organized crime had been implemented as an edict, it would have banished organized crime bosses from the Catholic community and stopped them from using religion to legitimize their power. So check it. They already see that, look, Italian crime bosses use the religion to legitimize selling drugs, to legitimize scams, to legitimize taking over unions. That's a fact. The Pope knows what's going on. The mob knows what's going on. And niggas, okay, street niggas and hustlers who y'all big up because they sell death in the communities, okay, with narcotics and stuff, and get big and floors, and y'all claim it's powerful, is following these dudes. Ain't that ironic? That Pusha T talk about made fiends rise from the dead like Thriller, whipping it. That's coming from Italian mobsters and other mobsters giving this shit to you. So you are taking on that demonic energy. And then now, for some strange reason, you can perform at the Vatican. But y'all asking me, is that good for hip-hop? It's never been good for hip-hop or commercial rap. But we see why now. The Sicilian Costa Nostra, the Calabrian, and the Neapolitan Camorra have always used Christian symbols and values as tools to define their identity and consolidate authority over the population. Traditionally, Palermo mobsters trace their origins to the Bedi Paoli religious confraternity that protected the weak during the 19th century. The affiliation ceremonies that seal entry into the criminal association always have a reference of faith, such as the use of the holy cards adorned with a saint's image and a drop of blood. The card is burned when a newly inducted member swears an oath of allegiance to the leader, who is referred to as the padrino or godfather. So when y'all going around with the Wu Gambinos and the mobster this and the mob that and all this other weird shit and face Scarface and this is what y'all doing. And y'all take that demonic energy and spells with your mouth and what you doing with your hands, you put it in the rap music, you put the shit in the community. That's old faith shit. You doing the work of them. All right? These ceremonies and hierarchies are not exclusive to Italians or Catholics. They have been adopted by narcos and mafioso from Mexico, South America, Russia, and the Balkans. Yet they have found their greatest expression in southern Italy. Even today, the leaders of the Calabrian meet at the sanctuary of Our Lady of Polsi to make major decisions. In religious street festivals, when the statue of the Virgin Mary or patron saint is carried in procession through the crowds on the streets of a town or neighborhood, the boss used to take charge of paying for light displays, fireworks, and marching bands, and walk immediately behind the priest. So, where we going at with these clips in the Vatican? Again, either the Vatican is the biggest drug dealer, so they make sure they got drug dealer rap dudes performing there, or the Vatican don't know and just want some nice little brown buns to bust. Hey, either way, that ain't hip-hop. That's some other shit. But, again, y'all don't listen to Bliz, so I just be talking the talk. I'm saying I'm just supposed to not separate the individual from the art form. I'm supposed to just say, nah, they good money. Some fishy going on. Somebody getting their grippers bust. Or busting some grippers or something. Because it ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell they supposed to be over there doing that. Nah, they ain't supposed to be over there doing that. Unless they the same people. They working in cahoots. Yeah. So, we're going to leave the clips alone. Hope y'all told them to come to class. All right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now, last but not least, I keep telling y'all, there's different language, there's different coded language and coded mannerisms to let you know that these dudes are grip a gate. To let you know that they part of the Freakoffs. They just didn't go down with the puff stuff. But I told y'all that months ago, when you see dudes wearing certain shoes, when you see dudes dressing a certain way, and when you see dudes making statements and claims, you know it's something real sus about them. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Right now, the most visible people in commercial rap, these individuals that y'all see going viral, these dudes that's in sports and in actors, I'm telling you, 8 out of 10 of them are sweet. 8 out of 10 of them is getting their grippers bucks down just to be in that position. Now, if you want to know who's who, you got to start looking for the ones that got lipstick on, just like Shorty. Shorty went viral for a reason. I got lipstick on. You better watch that little girl. She's telling you something. I got lipstick on. And then you're going to watch Stephen A. Smith got lipstick on. Shannon Sharp got lipstick on. Cam Newton got lipstick on. All them basketball players got lipstick on. They telling y'all something, but y'all don't want to listen. Y'all don't want to listen. Clifton Powell just told you they tried to bust his grippers. And he was like, yo, hold up, I'm out. I ain't with this. All right, Eddie Griffin, they tried to bust his grippers. Damn, you know if they pulling out and trying to get Terry Crews a big dude. Why y'all so bold to put your hand and grab that man by his camel nuts? That means this is common practice. That means there's certain symbols that you sent or that you wore, certain type of language that you put out there for that man to say, yo, come here, big man, let me get that. That's common practice. So now I'm telling you, these dudes with the purses, the fingernails, the lipstick and makeup on, these dudes is sus. I don't know why y'all denying it at all. I don't know why. When we seen Luther and Freddie Jackson, and we never denied who they was. We just didn't give a damn. These dudes is literally in y'all face looking like Sylvester. And y'all, nah, he ain't sweet. What are you talking about? They're coming and they look like Sylvester. Let me find out. I'm telling my age. I don't know who Sylvester is. If y'all not from New York and y'all not really into the club scene, y'all might not know who Sylvester is. But a lot of my peoples in here, they know who Sylvester is. And y'all know that that's how these rappers is presenting themselves. Someone like you. Yeah. All of them. Kid Cudi. Lil Uzi Vert. They going 10 times what Sylvester did. 10 times past Sylvester. So now, y'all going to try to excuse the makeup. Y'all going to try to excuse the eyelashes getting done. Y'all trying to excuse the funny-ass clothes and shoes and little light twitches in the walk and never being around no broads. Now, I told y'all there's no way a grown-ass man over a certain age is supposed to be wearing those shorts. You're not supposed to be showing your goddamn knees. I told y'all that shit. Y'all think it's funny. But y'all ain't asking your great-grandfathers, your grandfathers, who y'all never seen in those shorts. The reason for it, you don't wear that. You of a certain age? Your knees. What the fuck is people seeing your knees for? Your ass is over 50. So, these individuals, as y'all been seeing lately, y'all don't have to question whether or not they down with the Puffster and Freakoffs. If you see they knees, they ass is sus. The first one we seen his knees was Cam Newton. We seen his knees, and the pastor nigga even said it. Damn, you got some beautiful legs. Lanolated. And everybody thought that that was funny because he said lanolated. Oh yeah, they landed. Oh, you got pretty. But he came at him. He shot his shot. But y'all missing what he said. After y'all concentrated on the lanolated shit, I heard him say the Jergens. And that's straight jail shit. When you get the Jergens, that means somebody going up in your gripper. You getting Jergens, either you going in there in that cell and you being good to you. You got your little Fifi doll, you got your little incense and all that. You getting ready, guys. You got your little pussy books out, little short eyes. You got your little whatever you got. And that Jergens gonna help you get right. That pastor said, yeah, landlady, you getting Jergens. Little freak ass. So, Cam Newton, I told y'all laughed, yo, Bliz, now you wild, and yo, son. No, I'm telling you, don't wear no, nobody's supposed to see your knees. You inside. What are you doing? You inside doing an interview, and you got your knees out? Man, you a grown-ass man. Bad enough, your whole career, you wore jeggings and tights and shit. Now you podcasting and doing all this shit with your knees out? I told y'all that shit. Then, we seen Pharrell little nasty knobby ass knees. I told y'all that. I said, yo, this dude is sus. He been acting weird ever since he did Daft Punk and had shit all on his head. And yo, y'all man is a little bit on the sugary side. Then he had his little nasty ass knees with his 1980s basketball shorts. Looking like who had them shorts on? Not Nacho Libre. What's that stupid ass Ofe with the glasses and the red afro that was on MTV? What show was that? My mind be going, man. I'm getting old. Y'all, you remember that little stupid ass show with that little skinny ass Ofe boy? And he had the glasses and the red afro. And he was a dweeb. He used to wear them stupid ass basketball shorts too. What the hell was his name? And this was a while ago. He was like one of the first ones. Looking like a cartoon character and shit. Okay? No, Napoleon Dynamite, that's him? Yeah, Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah. Not Carrot Top. I know who the hell that is. It was a TV show. Ain't no Carrot Top. Why y'all keep saying Carrot Top? It ain't Carrot Top. It was a TV show. Carrot Top ain't got no glasses. This dude had glasses. He was a weird... No, man, Screech, you going too far back. I'm talking about the late 90s, early 2000s. Napoleon. Y'all right, Napoleon Dynamite. That nigga, Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah, that's who that is. That's the Pharrell shorts. He had them shits on, showing his knees, skipping around, all in Paris. And I keep telling y'all, there's nothing in Paris but freak shit. Nothing out there but that. So that's why all the rap dudes is over there. As soon as they knock Diddy, as soon as they knock the Puffster, no more white parties, no more brunches and all that, everybody went to Paris. In Paris, they be getting down in them caves and shit, them underground castles. Okay, so first it was Cam, then it was Pharrell, and I mean Cam Newton, not Cam Newton, then Pharrell. Then you seen Dame Dash with that stupid ass short suit, shorts, and a blazer. No, who wears short suits but Lil Fauntleroy, right? And then after Dame Dash did it, then you saw who? You saw Jermaine Dupri nasty ass knees and Bobby socks. And I said, yo, this is the new symbol. I'm telling y'all, these is the dudes. They telling each other, I'm with it. I'm in the set. Dame Dash had a whole double-breasted suit with shorts. The hell is that? So now, last week we seen Lance Rivera, and people were saying, yo, Bliz, what up? Your man looking real sweet, looking like a sugar cookie. I said, who? He said, He said, yo, you said the knees out. Shit, he had his knees out. So what? I had to go look at the interview. Oh, shit, yeah, son dude got his knees out, looking like a little sugar wafer. Hey, I don't know. I ain't been around the dude. I don't know. I know these niggas is too old to have their knees out. So what happens? Lo and behold, last night, who do we see? Oscar De La Hoya, smiling, kikiing by himself with his damn knees out. And I said, now, that takes the cake. He got his knees out, something going down. Because we know his grippers done been manipulated. He already admitted it. And he was naked when female garter and panties and pantyhose and heels. We know his grip has been manipulated. So when he's showing his knees, that's the sign. So y'all can stop asking me. Y'all already know. If y'all see him, get out of here. Okay? Yeah, I seen the shirt too. Josh, I seen the shirt. Yeah. These dudes is letting it be known. If you want some of this money up here, you got to do something strange. So that's where we at with it. Y'all see anybody with the, I don't care who it is. If y'all see their knees, y'all already know something. I don't care if it's Denzel, I don't care if it's Sam Jackson. I don't give a damn who it is. Y'all could think they super tough. Yeah, you see Michael Job White. I don't give a fuck who he, high karate, all that. But if you see his knees, he's 9 times out of 10 getting it in the grippers. Or he busting somebody grippers. One of them bankers, one of them Ofays. That's just what it is. You're not supposed to be seeing nobody knees, and you are over 40-something-year-old grown black man. Nobody should see your damn knees. No. When we do that at? Okay? Okay. So yeah, it's 1 o'clock. We're going to shut it down for tonight. Yeah, because I got things. I was up early. This morning I got to get up early again. I don't get a break. There's never no sleeping in. All right? Yeah, I seen that Strictly game. Yeah. Yeah, they deleted the scene or something, or they never used the scene. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they've been trying to humiliate Denzel. They trying to get him in that to come out or get him in the fold. They got to do it right because they know there's going to be a lot of resistance. But I listened to Damon Wilson. He been in Hollywood doing Sanford and Son for a long time. And he said all of them are suspect. All of them. He said he used to have his ratchet on set. And you just seen what Clinton Powell said. Like, yo, the Klan is on set. They running wild. I already told y'all to go, watch the Rock Hudson documentary. Oh, Rock Hudson was putting dudes in a hospital. Bending them up. So if any black person was on and in the Rock Hudson movie and in the area back then, you already know. You already know. You already know. When dude's tail out. You see what they did to poor Ray J? That shit done got his mind rocked. They been in his grippers so long. His ass is dumb. They done bust him down like he was a little average LA street whore. Because his parents let it happen. Had him in the business young. Ain't no telling who did what to who. Yeah. I see all the messages and images. I watched Ray Donovan religiously for the first 3 seasons. Showing you straight up. And that other, what was that other show? With what's the black comedian dude name that had Jamie Foxx on that show? Oh, was it Showtime? What's the comedian dude that do all the impressions? And they had Jamie Foxx in there, busting, you know, naked through the whole shit. I'm like, why Jamie Foxx naked in this TV show so much? That's when them producers be saying, nah, you gonna live your truth. Remember he used to come go see Denzel on the set and bust in the trailer, Denzel meet out, he banging something out. I'm like, not Denzel, Jamie Foxx banging something out. Like, yo, what kind of TV show is this? They letting their truths out. They be showing you. You just got to watch it and can't deny it when you see it. And that little show was all right, too. They canceled that shit. That little show was all right. He was off and running. I live in color. I'm talking about recent. This is a recent show. What's that skinny comedian name that be doing all the impressions of Jay and of Jay-Z and all of them? He had a show. And it should last 1 season. That was it. Jamie Foxx was in it. I think Jamie Foxx was the executive producer on it. And he was constantly naked. Bending something over. I'm like, yo, what kind of grip of gay shit is this? Yes, Jay Farrow. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jay Farrow. Look that shit up. He had a TV show. I don't know if it was Netflix or one of them shits. But Jamie Foxx was naked all the time. Busting people on the casting couch and in between scenes on the set. That's how they give it up. So you want to be in Hollywood, you want to be in Tubi and all that shit, somebody gonna break your grippers. That's the name of the game. They got Jamie too. They made him put on a dress. Yeah, he been had that dress on. But again, it's gripper gay. They bust bras down too. They wow. Remember, they was busting J-Lo down on In Living Color. That's what it is. And because of which, she was able to propel it and go elsewhere. They meet agents. They get with agents. They go to these parties. They get passed around. But it is what it is. That's their life. None of that shit has nothing to do with our liberation. And that's what I was trying to tell y'all. If they into that shit deep, they're not thinking about you or I. They don't want nothing to do with liberation and being free. Nothing. That ain't on their radar. They like this. Nah, I'm good. And all them friend Stevens and all that shit. That's what these dudes are making these videos for old Kirk. Got his head knocked off. Charlie Kirk. These black dudes is friend Stevens making videos. And remember, friend Steven was living good. Y'all act like y'all can't see the similarities. All these dudes is going viral. All these political pundits and podcasters and all this new weird celebrity shit that people using. content to acquire. They friend Steven. Remember, friend Steven was living good on Candyland. He was living good. He was sipping goddamn the finest liquor, running the kitchen. That's how friend Stevens work. That's how they work. There's a bunch of them running around. You better get them from around you. And that's it. That's where we at with it. So make sure all y'all come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. My classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding it down. As always, you know how we do. I got the best classroom assistants on social media. To those who funded the war effort, much appreciation. It's definitely needed. Y'all could laugh if you want, but they was collecting pennies for the First and Second World War. They was doing everything that they can to fund it. Y'all don't get it. White folk love war. And if you ain't preparing, and you're going to lose. So I definitely appreciate that. Definitely, because we need a war machine. So much appreciation to those who did. Again, this is y'all space. Y'all comments. Y'all come to the community. Drop your merch. Drop whatever you want. Your links. All that. I don't own this shit. We don't own it. But we're going to utilize the hell out of it to build our nation. All right? My paperwork is always good. Make sure yours is. No snitching, no ratting. We don't do that. At all. At all. Nah, we don't do that. So shout out to my Air-like Shy out there in Long Island. What up? Truckers, keep y'all ratchet on, y'all. I used to one of them pull, and they don't show you no credentials. Pop they head. Telling you. Don't get on the live because you trying to be right and exact and yo, they're going to leave me alone. You better err on the side of caution. Somebody pulling you over for no reason, have that ratchet right there in your lap. Should start getting funny, fuck it. It's best to air it out and be alive than to be found somewhere. All right? What else? I'll see y'all tomorrow. Rest well. It's Monday. Make sure y'all set the week off right. Okay? And that's where we're going to leave it. As always, guard your mind. Don't believe in me, believe in my belief in you. You can do it. Have all patience with yourself and figure it out. You can do it. All right? And 55 gang, get y'all grades up.